What is up, Karatics? In this video I'm going to be showing you guys how the new bail office business works as part of the new Bottom Dollar Bounties DLC and how much money it pays. So firstly, you have to make your way to the Maze Bank Foreclosures website to purchase this business. There are 5 locations to choose from, 4 in the city and 1 at the top of the map in Paleto Bay. Any of the locations in the city are fine, as most of the higher paying missions do take place there. Now, in regards to upgrades, we have style, which is an aesthetic thing, doesn't really matter. Agents, which isn't really all that worth it, and I'll explain why here shortly. And then we have personal quarters, which I highly recommend since it allows you to spawn in there. The gun locker, which I'm sure most of you already own in other businesses to change your weapon loadout, I would skip this one. And then the armor plating upgrade for the bounty hunting van, which isn't really needed as long as you keep your snack menu open in missions, I would skip this one too. So there are 2 ways to make money in this business. We have the main PC, where you will have up to 4 bounty targets available at once. The blue ones are the normal paying bounty targets, which pay out between 35 to 40,000, and they have a 48-minute cooldown. Then the red one is the most wanted target, which pays out between 120 to 130,000. This one has a full real life day cooldown, so 24 hours unfortunately, but at least it's not once a week like another DLC, Salvage Yard. Now the regular bounties are done in free mode and are fairly easy. They'll only take you about 10 minutes total and will spawn you outside of the van, but you can instead call a Sparrow, Oppressor Mark II, etc. and just use that to get to your destination, as typically they're pretty far away, and then the van will actually teleport over to you once you secure the target. Now, the higher paying most wanted target is actually done in a separate mission. These will take you a little longer, I'd say about 15 minutes depending on how quick you are, and again, it's technically a mission, so you can't call in a flying vehicle in those, but you can actually call your mechanic in the mission and request a normal car, supercar, whatever. Now, for both these bounties, you can choose to kill the target or bring the target back alive. And I highly recommend bringing them back alive, because if not, you're only going to get 25% of the value, and you still have to bring the dead body back to the morgue in the van, so yeah, make sure you don't accidentally kill them. So to bring them back alive, you want to shoot the weapon out of their hand, or the easiest way, you want to use the stun gun and tase them. That's a lot easier. Now, if you accidentally kill the target, especially if you're doing the most wanted target, you can choose to just press pause and find a new session and try it again. And I would, again, definitely recommend this if you're doing the most wanted target. But anyways, once you have the target secured, the bail enforcement van will actually be teleported to you, and then you have to use that to bring them back to the bail enforcement office. Now, once you arrive back at the office with your target, there is a processing time before you actually get your money, and this varies based on whether or not you have the agent upgrade we were talking about earlier. So each agent cuts the process time in half. So if you have no agents, it will take 24 minutes. If you have 1 agent, it will take 12 minutes. And if you have 2 agents, it will only take 6 minutes. But honestly, that doesn't really matter all that much, since you're still going to get your money regardless without having to really do anything. And speaking of agents, that's the second way of making money in this business. Each one costs 750,000, and what they do is basically fill up your office safe by doing missions for you. Now, to clarify, this has nothing to do with the main bounty business targets on your PC. It's its own separate thing. Now, you will actually need to walk up to them and press right on the D-pad, and they'll take 1 in-game day, which is 48 minutes, to complete their task, whatever they're doing, and this will actually fill up your safe with between 5,000 to 10,000 from each agent in those 48 minutes. So a max passive income of 20,000 every 48 minutes, not all that great, and the safe has a max capacity of 100,000 or 200,000 if you have GTA Plus 4 this week. So if you buy both agents, you're essentially paying 1.5 million to get 10 to 20k in passive income every 40 minutes. It's just not worth it at all. Some players argue, well, the faster processing time of the targets makes it worth it, but I strongly disagree, since there's literally no benefit to getting that money only 18 minutes sooner. Now, if they would have made it to where the cooldown is less time for the targets If you buy the agents, that would have definitely made them more worth it, but the processing time, not really all that worth it. So what's the most amount of money you can make with this business in about an hour of your time? Well, 3 regular bounty targets at a max of 40k each, that's 120,000, and 1 most wanted target with a max of 130,000, and 2 agents bringing you up to 20,000, that's only 270,000 total, which really isn't all that worth it. Plus again, the most wanted target has a cooldown of 24 hours, so in reality, you're only making a maximum of 140,000 every 48 minutes if you're repeating these back to back. So to sum it up, I would not buy the agent upgrades. Really, the only thing you want to buy from here is the sleeping quarters. And overall, this business is something you do more for fun, to do something different in game. I will admit, I do like the missions for these targets. I think they're very creatively made for the most part. But if you're thinking of buying this business with the sole purpose of making money, this is not the business for you. Ironically, making the Bottom Dollar Bounties update business a bottom dollar payouts business. But anyways guys, hope this was helpful. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.